Hey everybody, I'm going to take my mask off so you can hear me a little better, if that's alright, for just this demonstration. It's Luke from St. Luke's. We made this little video to help you prepare yourself for what coming to church is going to look like on Sunday. So we're going to have three entrances. This one right here in the courtyard area, in this entrance, and this entrance on 4th Street that has access to the elevator. When you arrive, you'll find a friendly neighborhood usher like John Panabianco here. And John is going to ask you to make sure that you have your mask and you have it on. If you don't have one, we'll have masks here to hand out to you. You'll be asked to wear your mask for the entirety of the service. This is what our bishop requires, and so we're going to do that. Masks covering nose and mouth through the entirety of the service once you enter the building. John, you're going to ask people to sanitize their hands with the sanitizer. You'll take a quick pump, and this is the free stuff from New York State, so it's a little watery, I'll warn you. And just to kind of make sure you wipe it in really good, let it shine, get a nice citrusy, alcohol-y smell, and eventually you can, it'll wear off, but you will be desanitized. Once you are ready to go, you have your mask on, your hands have been sanitized, John will dismiss you, and you'll find another usher inside who will seat you. Follow me and I'll show you how that will work. When you're in the church, you'll find one usher at the front of the church here and another usher at the back. Come on, we'll see what happens when we approach the usher. So when you arrive, you'll encounter John, and John will say,
"Good morning. How many are in your party?"
"Oh, just one."
"Okay, please come this way." As you enter, please take a card and a pencil so you can put your personal information on the card for tracking purposes, and then you can put this card in our stationary offering plate as you leave. Thank you.
When you get to your pew, you'll find several copies of the bulletin placed for you to lead you through worship. We ask that when you leave, you either take the bulletin with you or throw it in one of the trash cans on your way out. This is in order to avoid being reused and to keep things sanitary. Once you're in your pew, we ask you to remain seated throughout the service, and of course keeping your mask up over your nose and your mouth throughout the entire service. The service is going to be different than we normally are accustomed to. It will be a service that is a bit more meditative than we are used to. There will not be a passing of the peace. There will be no communion service. There'll be no singing. That's not to say that there won't be music. We'll have wonderful music brought to you by Ron McIntyre that will lift your spirit and lead you in worship of our God. During the service, we will have readings, we'll listen to music, we'll hear a sermon, and we'll offer prayer together. At the conclusion of the service, you'll be dismissed from your pew by an usher. So please remain seated until you are invited to depart. We ask that you depart the church and go directly to your car. We hope that you will not linger long as we have other services and other people arriving. It takes a little bit of time to get people in and out in these new situations. If you've gone to the dentist or the doctor or gotten your hair cut or gone to any particular professional service, you know that it takes a little bit longer. So we are so thankful for your patience and also your forbearance in this difficult and challenging time. We, of course, are here to help you worship our God and to bring about the kingdom of God in our lives, both in our homes and even as we go out into the world wearing masks and keeping our neighbors safe and ourselves as well. When you're departing, it's a reminder to put your card in the plate along with whatever offering you may be able to make to the church. This will help us keep track of who was at church with us in each service should we need to perform any contact tracing, should for whatever reason that there be some health outbreak or pandemic crisis here at St. Luke's. God forbid. For your safety, we are limiting our bathrooms to 2, this one here on the church level, and this one on the lower level that's handicap accessible. Accessible through the elevator on this side of the church. During the pandemic, we've had to make certain accommodations so that folks won't be exposed. We've closed off the drinking fountains, so we encourage you to bring your own drinking water bottle for the service. Should you arrive at church late and we already have reached our capacity upstairs, you may be invited to sit downstairs in the undercroft, the air-conditioned undercroft, to listen to the service through the sound system. You'll have to be here with Jessica, it looks like.